Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. While we talk about Arnab Goswami and his arrest, while we talk about the US presidential election, I want to talk to you about a different subject today, and a subject that is very, very critical. There is protest happening in Punjab against the Farm Act. This protest now is getting critical. This protest may now harm the farm produce of Punjab. That's the subject I want to talk to you today. Let's get right into the show. There were 3 farm bills passed. 3 bills were rolled into one, which was called as the Farm Bill, passed in the Parliament. Now, once a bill is passed in both the houses, that is the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, and after it gets an approval from the President, the bill is converted into an act. This act is supposed to be implemented by all the states. Now, a state can wish to kind of ask for amendments on the act, but there is a formality to that. Else, the state has to follow the act. Now, the formality for a state to amend the act or ask for an amendment of the act is by creating an amended bill, getting that bill passed in the Vidhan Sabha in a majority or rather unanimously, handing that amended bill to the governor and asking the governor to seek presidential approval, to seek the approval of the president on that particular bill. Once the president gives an approval on the amended bill, then that state can proceed accordingly or execute that amended bill that the state and the Vidhan Sabha of that state has passed. This is the procedure. Now, why am I saying all this? I am saying all this is because the Farm Act, the 3 bills, the 3 acts that was passed by the Parliament, Punjab had a problem of accepting those 3 acts. Predominantly, a lot of farmers in Punjab thought that, you see, the MSP, if their paddy and their wheat are not procured as per an MSP and as per a fixed price, they may lose out on the money that they earn. So they were very uncomfortable with the Farm Act. Though the Prime Minister had assured that there will be an MSP, that there will be a price maintained, but that was not a narrative on the bill. Also, the fact that a lot of people say that corporatization, mechanization, all of these things also were playing in the minds of the farmer. But predominantly, the issue was related to MSP. Now, the Punjab government, like I explained before, they passed their own bill unanimously, wherein they said 2 things. They said that wheat and paddy will be procured at MSP, and they said that they will uphold the power of the court in dispute settlements, and the state will have the right to regulate food grains. They added these 3 things and amended, and they made their own bill, and they went to the governor and gave the governor the bill and said, now please get an approval from the president. According to the Chief Minister of Punjab, he says the governor didn't even send it to the president. The governor didn't act on it. The governor didn't forward it to the president. So what did he do? He and his senior leaders went to Delhi and sought an appointment with the president. And as we are told, the president did not give him an appointment. So he went on a dharna. He went on a protest. So he went and sat in Jantar Mantar and he started protesting, saying that, listen, this is unfair. The president has to hear me. I am the chief minister of the state. I need to discuss this bill or discuss our bill with the president and take his approval. So he is not meeting us. Okay, that is one end of the story. Another end of the story is, in the meantime, what started with a two farmer union protest, which was Kisan Mazdoor Sangharsh and Bharati Kisan Union, Ugrahan, the 2 union protest spread over Punjab, and became a 30 farmer union protest. Almost every farmer union in Punjab was protesting against this act. Now, what got worse is these farmers started blocking the highways and railways. Now, when these farmers started blocking the railways, railway stopped the trail service. They stopped goods train, they stopped all trains. They said, listen, we can't risk our trains, we can't risk our goods train where these people are blocking the roads, blocking the rails. We can't risk our goods train. So the goods train service and the mail train service, normal passenger train service, also was stopped. This was the decision taken by the Railway Ministry. On the 21st of October, the unions decided, they said, we don't worry, we will clear the tracks. So you please send the goods train, we will clear the tracks. According to the Railway Ministry, between 22nd of October to 23rd of October, they sent close to 173 goods train to Punjab. But somewhere down the line, on the 24th of October, they say that a lot of trains were still stopped in spite of this union saying that we will clear the track. 24th of October, the Railway Ministry said, stop all trains to Punjab. All goods trains, and anyway, all trains, including goods train to Punjab. And things started getting from bad to worse. Because the goods trains are not coming in, there is huge amount of shortage of fertilizer, shortage of DAP, shortages of urea. There is huge amount of shortage for the farmers in Punjab. And this shortage is going to affect the rabi for sure. There will be a huge impact on the rabi crop this time. So the farmers are panicking. The farmers are panicking, and it is not that if there is effect of rabi crop in Punjab, the country will not suffer. Even the country will suffer. Now, Bharatiya Janata Party President DGP Nadda made a statement. He's saying, listen, what do we do? What do we do? How can we send a train? If we send a train and, in spite of their promises, they stopped the train. Now again, what if they stop the train? He says, listen, the government is supporting these people. And it is against the Supreme Court order. Unions cannot stop rails and roads. It is against the Supreme Court order. In spite of the Supreme Court order, the government of the state is supporting it. Supporting these unions to stop, to do rail rocos and road rocos and all that. Highway rocos and all that. He said that is not fair. Now, the long and short of all this is as follows. The long and short of all this is, it is now becoming as if it's some kind of a ambush between a state and the center, which is not a good sign, and it is happening far too frequently nowadays. There is an ambush between the state and the center, number one. Number two is, in all of this, the people who are suffering are the lowest common denominators and the farmers. Because it is the farm worker and the farmers who are suffering the most. Of course, it is not that only farm workers and farmers will suffer. Even even other people is going to slowly suffer, because ultimately goods train is for everything, is for production and is for everything. So it's going to have its impact on everything. But that being said, the immediate sufferer are the farmers and the farm workers, because they don't have fertilizers. Where is all of this going to end? My question starts with the governor. Why did the governor not forward that bill? It was passed according to the constitution of this country. The governor should have forwarded it to the President of India. One wonders, why is it always that in a state, a non-BJP governed state, and a BJP appointed governor, the chief minister and the governor never gets along? The chief minister always gets a feeling that the governor is not cooperating with them. Why does this happen? Why is the constitution being played with? Secondly, my question is, the President of India should be giving time to a chief minister of a state if he's coming there with a problem. It's a different issue whether you want to agree to what he does, whether you want to give an approval to the bill or you don't want to give an approval to the bill. That's a completely different issue. That's a completely separate issue. I think that all the problems that is cropping out of Punjab can be settled through dialogues and actually explaining what the idea is and what the concept is and what the bill actually is. A lot of it can be. I'm not saying all of it can be, but a lot of it can be explained. But the fact is, the president doesn't seem to be interested in meeting the chief minister. Finally, it is not correct for a chief minister to have allowed a rail roko and stopping roads like this, the way it happened in Punjab. He may want the farmers to protest against this bill. Fine. But politics, when it gets into this kind of road shows, when it gets into this kind of manifestation, finally a common man suffers. Because ultimately a common man is going to suffer, na? It is a common man who's going to have pay price, which is, the prices are going to go up because there are no products, there are no there are no goods. Consumer will have to pay more money. So finally, end of the day, amongst all this, the final sufferer is the end consumer. This is going to grow into a very, very serious issue if there is no intervention done immediately. That was my topic for today. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.